So it's just before 7 now. At the dam, having coffee. Yeah, there's coffee. So Nakia and Tank, they enjoy getting out in the mornings as well. But I just want to show you what we've been doing here with the pecan trees. So there's a pecan there. So I've got help now, and got a young man, very energetic, comes in, does great work here. So first of all, the pecan trees have been lost in these brambles. So the work we've been doing over the last few weeks is to clear out the brambles and the bushes and the weeds, and then to put manure, compost down. This is horse manure that we get for free up the road. Put them down around the trees. So these pecans have been in for 4 or 5 years, and we've lost a whole lot of them. A whole lot of them I planted in the areas that were too dry. I planted them during a very wet time, and some of the holes that are excavated for them just filled immediately with water, because the water table was so high at that stage. Oh, Tanky's getting a bit sick. Sorry, Tanky. What a matter? What a matter, boy? Sorry. Here's another nice one. There's another nice pecan. So pecans, you all know, are deciduous. So right through the winter they're dormant. Oh, listen there. That's the Birchel's cuckoo. Did you guys hear that? There you can see the cottage peeking through. Needs a coat of paint, hey? But my feeling has been to put as much energy now into getting the farm systems up and running. I can live in a unpainted cottage a while, but to get the plants and the trees and the living things going, while I'm working on cottage, while I'm painting, while I'm doing whatever, all this stuff is growing. So I'm trying to mobilize the energy of the land and the energy of the place here. Come on, Tanky. Now, if you look at this little pecan tree, For me, it's so interesting that just a few meters apart, trees will do so differently. Look how small it is. I mean, other ones didn't even get that big. I bought in 100 pecan trees, planted most of them. Some of them I gave away as gifts, but probably only 20, I counted the other day, 20 survived. So, I pay big price for my experiments. But I'm happy for what I'm left with is 20. I'm grateful for those, and they're beautiful. Pecans come from, they're not indigenous to Africa. They're a North American species, quite a wide range, right down toward the south into Mexico, I think, but right through the USA. There's one, see? Nicely cleared out at the bottom. There you can see pecans popping up there. I planted these on a contour line, wrapping all the way through the pasture, all the way down that side. These are the only ones that have survived here. 1, 2, 3. There's one here, cleared out. The brambles really want to take this one over. Brambles are loving this area here. That's why the blackberries do so well. I mean, they're kind of a continuum. Don't even know if they're a different species or just an improved version of blackberry. Yeah, look there. This one was deeply lost. I almost lost this one completely. Didn't see it. Then I just saw its leaves. As the green burst comes this time of the year, I saw the leaves popping up. And this is my pride and joy. Look how big this guy is. It's must be 4 or 5 meters now. So I've been told that that you should get nuts in year 4 or 5. I mean, these are all grafted trees. They haven't been planted from seed. So it could be that we get nuts, at least on the big ones, this time of the year. There's the other pecans down there, right up to the gate. Look how small they are. Look at this little boykie here. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing, and you know, I've been very slow to get help in. Very conscious of the energy. You know, I don't mind being a landlord, I don't mind being a boss, but I'm very conscious that my energy mustn't become one of constantly fighting or distrusting the people that I work with. So it's so whoever I pay, whether I have people here helping out that call themselves volunteers or call themselves trainees or call themselves laborers, my policy is I pay them exactly the same amount. But it's quite surprising and interesting that just the energy that comes with working with somebody that considers himself a trainee or a volunteer is completely different. There's kind of a mindset of somebody that labels himself as an employee, kind of somewhere, I don't know, I hope it's not just in my mind, but I think I'm picking it up, that there's this idea that people think that I'm responsible for them as a father is responsible for a child. And you know, I've had 3 children. I do have 3 children. They're grown up and they're responsible and they take care of themselves now. I've spent 26 years being a daddy. I don't want too much of my energy now going into being a daddy to people that want to work with me and then have all kinds of stories and whatever. I just you know, you can judge me if you want to, you know, it's okay, you know. I'm not embarrassed about being a landowner. I'm not embarrassed about not wanting to be a daddy to my employees. I'm not embarrassed about being straight. I'm not embarrassed about being old or white. I'm not embarrassed about not being a member of the First Nations of this country. If there was any practical use that my embarrassment could be put to, oh sure, then I would try that, but it's just a futile exercise of being embarrassed for how we are, and trying to be somehow popular. I'm very, very comfortable actually. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Very, very comfortable to be unpopular. Oh, here's the abo. It's also been cleaned up there nicely. And the pomegranate. Yeah, there come the pomegranate leaves. And this is what I was talking about here, the blackberries. You see, I planted all of these blackberries and they burst into blossom so suddenly in the spring, and then they give this huge abundance of blackberry fruit. Look at these little fruits coming on there, so many of them. So my logic was to plant blackberries where I see brambles, because, you know, that's what the land wants to do. The brambles are coming up wild by themselves. Wow, look at this abundance of blackberries. I don't know how the hell we're gonna chow all these blackberries. There's the fruits coming out already. But listen guys, I must go. I've got to go into town today. So I better get in the shower. Later.